Prepare for action. Prepare for adventure. Prepare for a story unlike any other. The quest for the quantum roll.
As your ship drops out of the void and you resume your sudden awareness and you have that familiar sensation of almost falling on your face, but not, as inertia resumes its normal place in the world, you look out the window and you notice that there's not actually a planet out there. You were expecting to be somewhere in orbit around Kemet, but it's still the black. And what is everyone's passive perception, please?
13 for Willow.
13. I got a nice tasty 15.
14.
Okay, hang on. I need Willow is 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Valerie.
15.
15. Kala.
15.
15. Kexos.
13.
13. And Kairos.
15.
Sorry?
13.
13. Okay, cool. So all of you can hear from forward towards the bridge area a different voice. You presume that this is probably the lieutenant that you didn't hear a whole lot of earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a lot of complaining. If you're listening closely, you overhear it says, "The edge of the middle of nowhere. We're supposed to be 10 minutes off of Kemet, but this chart has not been updated since 5 days ago. And now we have about 30 minutes of cruising just to catch up to the damn thing." You realize perhaps that maybe this budget ship might have cut corners in some very important places to make those prices as cheap as they were.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who has piloting experience knows the importance of keeping your star charts and your courses up to date, because solar drift will make things impossible. And so it is likely that these people did not pay to update their subscription on time and now are working with old math. So in a moment, you will hear coming over the comm system, Instant Ricky. Sorry, ladies, gentlemen, and other, we are currently experiencing a little delay. We will be arriving in Kemet within a half an hour. Please sit tight. And as he clicks off of the comms, and that silence settles in, and you hear some more complaining from up front, suddenly you hear outside the whoosh of an engine, and then suddenly there is a barrage of fire from outside.
Shit.
And the entire deck shudders violently as you hear an explosion rip across the front.
Hooray, it's time to go to work. I've run home.
Like, God. She gets up and is like, oh, here we go.
Start to bust my wings.
I go
nervously.
to the back of the ship to go grab my tools.
I
Yeah,
got my stuff as well.
Kala goes
I-
to the
You'll hear
front.
Instant Ricky crackle back on the comms. "We're under attack. Everybody grab your gear." And then you'll cut off abruptly
I grab my
as
stuff.
you
I
hear another explosion cut through the deck. And the ship lurches. Everybody make a death save.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Doot, 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 doot. 23.
8.
5.
15. 22.
Okay.
I was
Anybody
gonna
that didn't pass a 12 DC is now rendered prone and on the ground. You take no damage, but you are hitting the deck.
I'm gonna grab my earcom and switch over to the Coalition's just emergency channel and see if I can pick up Ricky.
Willow just raises her arm from like flat on her ass. She just raises her arm, just goes,
Static.
I have been here before. I will be here again. And just like climbs up.
Yeah, no, it's dead static right now. There's no sound coming from the comm channels. There's no sound coming from the deck. And now even the ship itself is eerily quiet.
Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna grab my gear and try to stay out of sight, sort of a stealthy thing.
That's not good.
I don't like this.
You hear the sound of an airlock hissing open, but you're not sure where it's coming from, and it doesn't sound like the one that was on your ship. And then suddenly, the unmistakable sound of blaster fire rings out. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh shit.
I'm so glad I downloaded Sirenscape.
Fortunately, I have advantage on initiative rolls.
Oh shit. Which one's initiative?
It's your 20 plus deck.
Is what?
10 plus dex.
D1.
10 plus dex. Okay.
Since I have advantage on initiative rolls, my first roll was a nat 1 and my second was a nat 20. Putting me at a dandy 23 for initiative.
Ooh, okay.
So
Do I have my gear already?
I'll say that everyone would have had an opportunity to get geared up before things went down, but you are all beginning from the cargo bay.
Alright.
Cool. Hell yeah.
It was an 18 for Willow.
All right, so Valerie did 23. Okay. Karos
7.
7. Caxos
15.
15. Kala
24.
Nice.
4. Sweet. And 14 for you don't know who.
And the only reason Kala would have gone to the cargo bay with everybody is merely for cover fire. She had all of her gear on her that was required for the trip. So she's covering the door.
All right. So here's our initiative order. Okay. Kala, you're up.
Okay. I'm currently using the walls of the door, or using the door for, I'm assuming, 3/4 cover. Do I see hostiles?
No, but you can see blaster fire coming pretty fast and furious from the direction of the access port and the bridge. The doorways are both ajar and smoking like they've been shot out.
I don't hear any laser sabers, do I? Any breathing equipment?
No, thankfully.
Alright,
I don't think we're high enough level to deal with that.
Neither were they.
Yeah.
No.
I can hold an action to see the first.
You can.
Okay. So Kala is going to rack around into her hand cannon. That's the only way to describe this weapon. It looks like a freaking hand cannon, larger than a larger barrel than most regular blasters, but still considered a blaster pistol. She racks around in the back and aims down the hall and holds the action for the first hostile to come in view.
Alrighty, Valerie, you're up.
Alright. I sling my rifle, into my hands. I'm gonna be sort of doing a slice and pie sort of thing, just like trying to change my peripherals into the room so I can slowly, until I see the first person I see, basically. I definitely want to be far away from them, but
So are you moving past Kala, or?
I am going to move past Kala to just reach around see if I can reach around the door any.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put up the screenshot of the ship, so until I can get tiles up, if everybody could please do me the favor of telling me where on this boat you are, so I can keep track of everyone.
Okay.
So I'm hearing, Kalahari, are you here at the doorway of the cargo bay, or did you move forward to the engine room?
Okay, they're farther forward into the engine room, correct?
Yeah, you can see blaster fire coming from up in this area.
Then yeah, she would move forward to the next doorway and would be aiming down that way.
Right, okay, cool. And Valerie, that's where are you stopping?
You know what? I'm going to move until I see someone. Yeah, stop around there. Unless I don't see anybody, but if I don't see anybody, I'm going to keep advancing until I can just barely see the first person.
I mean, I know these are technically spoilers, but these are beautiful.
So I'm going to attack the lizard.
Yeah, there's no lizard yet.
Oh, dang it.
What if lizard is friend?
There's no lizard.
Oh.
Also, these tiles are 5 foot square, so you can actually use these for movement reference if you need to.
That's assuming you can get it back to the ship image and not what we're currently looking at.
Well, hope you're still working my ship.
Nope.
We're seeing a jungle.
No, we're seeing the lizard still.
Yeah. They went from the ship to what looked like an Egyptian city to a jungle with the little.
Oh, I got it. That's because I'm figuring out how this thing interacts with other applications. Finally,
Okay.
there we go. All right.
You know, something
There.
crazy.
Okay. So now can everyone see?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Okay. And who's up next?
Oh, did I see anybody?
You don't. It's like really thick smoke through there. You see like movement that you can't tell who's who. You have no clear ID or clear shot. You just see a lot of zipping light back and forth.
Who's firing the blue lasers?
There's a lot of different colors light happening in here right now.
Sorry, I'm getting a little shit.
Alright, so I can't really tell who's who in there.
No, there's no clear shot on who might be what in there.
Dang it, well, I'm gonna back up a bit. Kurios, it's yours.
You want me to blow up the ship, Ron?
I know you well enough. You won't blow the whole thing to Kingdom Come. And I'm going to hold my action until I see someone who's not friendly that I'm going to fire on.
Copycat.
I mean, it's a good move.
Valid strategy.
I'm just being a little shit. I'm sorry.
You're playing a cat. It's perfectly in character.
You're not wrong.
That's great. Okay. Next.
That Willow?
I believe so. I can't see the chat right now. I've minimized my. I can't see the chat while it's during the fiction.
Okay.
So
Alright.
123. I think it's Willow, yeah?
Yeah, that's Willow.
Right. It's Willow.
Okay.
Willow's going to just sort of like fade into the shadows a little bit, use that Guru ability, and just gonna use my action as stealth. So just roll
Okay.
stealth, I guess. Right. 18 stealth.
Okay, you're pretty fucking stealthy.
Right. And I'm gonna hold my bonus action with my my swarm pistol and just I'm gonna move up to where I could probably maybe see somebody and just hold an action to just start unloading.
Is that stealthing? Are you using your action for that? Because that's going to take your action to hold either.
Bonus action, I can I could fire this because I'm dual wielding. I got the swarm pistol in one hand, and I got the, or is it just a melee offhand for dual wielding?
I think he's saying you can't hold a bonus action. You can only hold your action.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can only hold an action. Yeah.
All right.
So if you wanted to hold your action and just like get a shot off when you had a clear shot, you could do that. If you wanted to melt into the shadows now, you could do that, but you couldn't do both of them.
I'm melting into the shadows now. Be just surprise attack whenever it happens.
That's fine. Where are you ending up actually standing when this is all said and done?
So we were in the cargo hold. Would I be able to use
Yeah.
my full movement to get behind, say, the kitchenette here?
Yeah, let's say if you're starting from here, it'd be like 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. So you could get about here. You could probably duck behind this couch.
Yeah, I'll duck behind the couch. Maybe just like push it aside a little bit and just duck behind there.
Okay.
My turn.
Okay. Can't see. Is that everybody else's initiative? Is it NPCs now?
No,
No.
Kaz.
No,
think-
it's Kaz.
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 Yeah, I go
Sorry.
first.
Just not being able to see the chat's a real pain.
I'm gonna start doing that if that's okay with everybody. I'll just keep a hold of
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I should just write it down outside if you're anyway.
Well, I mean, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna reorganize it on the chat version to have it from highest to lowest, and then just keep track of it. That way, you don't have to switch.
Can you
back
send it to the Discord for me so I can copy it in just have it for my reference, please?
in order.
Yeah, in like descending order of initiative, please.
Can do. Give me just a moment.
Thank you. Meanwhile,
Yeah, I'll just screech and haul ass towards the combat.
okay,
Exos.
you're getting kind of bunched up here in the doorway.
I should have gone into the room, but
Oh, you know what? I misspoke. These floor tiles are actually 10-foot square tiles. If you look at the scale on them, they're 10-foot square tiles. So you can fit 2 abreast on this thing.
I still should have gone in the kitchen.
Okay,
Oh.
if I cannot reach anything, I will dash and keep moving towards combat.
I'll say everybody can at least get to everyone can at least get to this hatchway on whatever side of it they prefer.
I just sent it in descending order for you.
Thank you. Boy, what does not like when I pause my screen share.
You're doing all this from a phone, aren't you?
I'm not. I'm doing it from my tablet, which is the next worst thing.
Indeed.
Powerful.
All right, resuming share.
To be fair, you still have it disconnected, so.
Yep. Okay. There we go. So, all right. So Cactus has taken his turn, and he's not doing anything else.
Do I see anything from there?
No, I mean you can see. What are your? Do you have any special sight options? Or you have like thermal sight or anything?
I don't think so. Wait.
Why did it close?
The feature, right? Ratio.
It would be a racial feature. Yeah, if you had it.
I mean, I can fly, I can climb, I can
You don't have any like dark vision or thermal
push
sight or anything.
stuff. No. But even, I mean, I will dash. I will keep dashing then forward till I see something.
Okay. Well, so yeah, you'll get about as far as everybody else then. And like the rest of them, you can see there's a bunch of smoke and it smells like burning. But it's all just lasers everywhere, and then nobody is really. You can't really see what the hell's going on down there.
Okay.
Except suddenly you can, because out of that smoke pushes 4 kind of big burly bodies. They're wearing like slightly tatty black. They're basically life suits with like big, almost comically oversized helmets. But on the helmets they've got they've just got they're just really fucking big, right? But they've got this kind of like alien skull pattern painted on the front of it. And it looks almost something like if pirates existed in this universe and they had seen what elephants looked like, but only if they had been recently fucked by a devil. Elephants, if you will.
Colorful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this definitely triggers a my held action.
Yes.
Mine
So,
as
yeah, anybody wants to make a history check and can beat a 12, you know that these are a local gang of basically spacefaring thugs called the Black Flag Bandits. They're a small-time criminal group. They mostly specialize in shipjacking and slaving. They try and pick off little personal ships like this and kidnap people and sell them on the market. And the
I rolled a
ships, too.
7. I don't know that.
11, I don't know shit.
11.
Callie, you would know because you've seen these jerkasses before. They've been known to work for your uncle on occasion.
EG Acquisitions.
Uh-huh.
So my my held action triggers, and I fire off Ice Knife as my first shot.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's my first level spell that I'm firing off as my held action.
Not again.
No.
All right.
You
What
don't
am I missing
understand.
here?
He knows what happened the last time a level 1 character of mine shot off an ice knife in the middle of a group of enemies.
Yeah, you almost team wiped everybody.
Uh-huh. So, roll the hit.
Actually, what's your, I gotta make a bunch of deck saves. But
Dex
yeah, I rolled a hit
saves
for the first one.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying go ahead and roll your 2 hit.
Oh, shit. One shy of a nat 20.
Oof.
You were this close
Okay,
to greatness.
So close.
You definitely connect with the first guy, so roll your initial damage.
That's a D10, so I don't have a D10. There's one. And that's going to be max damage.
Okay, so how much is that?
10.
Okay.
10 points of piercing.
So, yeah, you catch this guy right in the chest, and he looks down, and he is bleeding profusely, but he's still standing. Now, go ahead and do the rest of what you do.
Yep, a 5 foot of explosion of cold damage, doing an additional 2d6 to him and
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
it's going to be 8 additional damage.
All right.
They
So-
are slowed, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm sorry. They are not slowed. They are just cold.
Okay, well, they're all very cold, and they're all very hurt. The first guy is very, very dead. As that ice knife explodes, you see shards of it rip through him front and back, and the ones that rip through him side and back also tear into his friends and deliver severe but not quite fatal wounds. He slumps to the ground, or the deck plate, and falls forward flat on his face and begins bleeding profusely into the deck.
Kala has a shit-eating grin on her face.
Please resolve your next attack, held action person, if there was one.
That would be me. Have these guys technically acted in combat yet?
Their only reaction is apparent open mouth horror at watching their friend explode.
Shit! Advantage
Oh.
on attack rolls on
Oh.
sneak on anybody who hasn't taken advantage. Fuck! I could have done that too.
I have that one.
Time
And
for
I'm-
a head explosion.
Oh, well. Sorry, I'm freaking out because I could
I
have.
want to make. I just want to pick one at random, and I want to make them match me, missing their natural right eye.
Oh god. Okay, well.
Fuck. You roll. Let's see. Wait. I have a proficiency bonus to my shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're proficient with your weapon, you've got proficiency on your attack roll.
I'm
Kinda how that works.
Alright. So I rolled a 12 to hit.
On the
So I don't
dot.
think I can. I don't. What?
On
I
the
don't-
dot. You got it on the dot.
Oh, perfect. Nice. Alright, so.
Roll your damage.
Alright, cool. So that's 2d8 plus 2 because. Are these humanoids?
They are, in fact, humanoids, as far as you can
Cool,
tell.
I get bonus damage against them.
Oh.
Our racism.
I got a total of 10 damage.
Oh, well, you succeed in your mission. You remove that individual's right eye as well as their right cerebellum and all of the rest of their gray matter in the back. Your shot opens up a cone through their skull and helmet and openly cracks like an egg, and they fall back to the death fight dead.
I just look at Kara. That's fun.
So,
Kala. Sorry.
that's everybody's held actions, or is there somebody else?
No.
Nobody else?
I think that's
Okay.
it.
Now it's their turn. Now it's their turn. Finally, seeming to regather their wits and seeing that these are not the people that they thought they were going to be capturing. They get really scared and jump behind. One of them ducks east into the barracks here, and the other one ducks west back into the access port here, and takes a pot shot at. Well, it takes a pot shot at you, Val.
Who?
Valerie?
Me.
Sorry.
No, you good.
The pronunciation is skewed a little by what sounds like static on his end, so I wasn't sure.
It might be my air conditioning in the background. I'm sorry.
That's
Anyway.
apologies.
Thank you. Okay, so that's gonna be... A 10 doesn't get it, does it?
A 10 does not get it.
Okay, so a phaser beam goes sailing over your head. It's a wild shot. You can tell they really aren't still in complete control of themselves. But a second shot goes whizzing by your head as well as the other person completely fails to hit you.
Weird. It's
If
almost
only
like
I had time to teach them true marksmanship. If only I had time to teach them true marksmanship.
Well, I mean, you're doing a fine job of it with them now, but they're the target. Anyway, top of the order. No, I'm sorry, Kara's
Yeah,
turn.
I saw gone.
Jesus.
Hit
Jesse, sorry.
Yes.
Hey,
Yep.
Captain's quarters.
Gotcha. I just walk all the way into the living area and I throw a bomb to where one of them.
okay. He's literally right around the corner from the quarters, like the
Yeah.
hatchway. They're like 5 feet away from you now, so just bear that in mind when you throw that bomb.
So they're 5 feet away from like the entrance into the living area.
They're only 5 feet on the other side of the hatchway that leads into the quarters. They took cover.
Right.
Once they
Yeah.
got shot at.
Yeah.
So if you're stomping up to the quarters, they'll be literally
No.
just right.
I'm just moving into the living area so I can.
You're okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
15.
That gets it.
Yeah. 9 fire damage.
Ooh. And he is satisfyingly blazed to a crisp. And strangely enough, actually, like, as he crumples to the ground, you notice, like, they're not as resilient as they might otherwise be. You're not really sure if they just haven't been eating too well, but they're really crackly and dry.
Ooh. Ooh. Crunchy. Alright, let's take this prisoner. I'm assuming there's one left alive.
There's still one left.
Yeah, there's one left in hiding out in the access hatch right now. Callie, you're up.
So where exactly is that access hatch again?
That's where we got on board.
It's forward in the forward section here with the little stripe you get,
Okay.
like to the front of the ship on the starboard side here.
Okay, and I clearly saw them go in that direction, right?
Yeah, you saw them fall backwards, like in shock, and scramble for the hatchway.
Okay. So without even moving, Kala snaps her fingers, and pointing down that corridor straight at the enemy is a hard light blaster that takes fire. So long as the blaster...
You don't have an angle on that.
No. So long as the blaster can see it, it can shoot it.
Where are you putting the blaster?
Putting the blaster pointing straight down that hole into the access hatch, to where it would definitely see them.
It'll have to be, like, you'll have to summon it either in the hallway up front, or have to put it, like, way up here behind, like, the tabletop, and then, like, shooting at an angle, because it's it's at a right angle from that hallway, right? So even if you were starting in the living room and you had line of sight like horizontally, let me get this editor up here.
So wait, let me get this straight. You're summoning the hard light blaster basically right behind the access wall to the bridge, and just pointing the gun down the hallway into that room.
Correct, because
Well,
the hard.
Yeah, that's what hard light blaster does.
All right.
Yeah, hard light
Go ahead.
blaster can be summoned anywhere within sight and can shoot any target that the blaster can see.
Gotcha. All right. So what's your spell
I
range?
know
for
this
the-
because
for
I
the
was going
cast?
to use this later.
It is very abusable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the casting range for that? Like, how far away can you summon that?
Oh shit.
It's like-
I think it's 60 feet.
That the range
Okay.
for
Yeah.
the...
You could, yeah. With your movement and the summon range, you could make that happen. Then go ahead and roll your attack.
Cool. That is an 18 to hit.
That gets it.
Sweet. So that is now 3d6 blaster damage.
Actually,
So that's going to be
Could still move and get it easy.
yeah, fair.
14 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So that guy basically he doesn't even get a chance to like turn around before he gets completely shot in the back with a giant laser and dies in a manner most horrible.
All right, Kyle. So definitely looking forward to chatting this guy up, trying to get some information out of him.
That's not happening.
I
My
don't think
rule
we're
is-
getting into any of these people.
My rule is kill on sight with these fucks.
It's
Well,
a
I could
pretty
have
good
put
rule.
more of them. I could have put more of them in your sight to kill, my friend.
Oh, that's
All right.
not. That's never been a problem. They work for the man who's after me. I never run out of them.
Ah, so you have all the information we need. I'll have questions for you here in a little bit. Let's finish clearing this out. And
I think I just did.
is there anyone on the bridge?
For a second, there is a definite like overtone of like a slight like dulling of the action for a moment, but then you realize it's just gotten quieter up front because somebody on one side has died, and then there's an explosion, another one that rocks the ship. And you hear the sounds of gunfire coming from down the hallway into the other access hatch from outside the vessel. And so everybody can take their turn to move up. There's no enemies on the field.
Will I have to re-stealth, or am I good?
No,
where's-
you stealthy.
Ah, good.
Where is the other point in which they've injured the ship besides our?
Well, as you approach the bridge, you'll see that the actual hatchway for the bridge itself has been shot out, and it's hanging like halfway open. So it's not big enough for anybody to get through, but as you approach the actual access way that leads to the umbilicus, you can see that the wall has been blown open on one side, and there is basically a hole leading to the bridge from over top of the engineering console. And inside there, you see one very large Invect. It's a synthetic robot life form with like just all kinds of like arcane purple energy flowing out of its ocular receptors, and it is standing over the bloodied, beaten body of Captain Spike. Lieutenant Driver's body is slumped over the con console, and Ensign Ricky is similarly slumped over what used to be the engineering desk.
So does this guy have breathing problems? Because I'm feeling a really unique vibe here.
He doesn't breathe, but he does look up at you, and the other 4 Black Flag bandits that were in the room look up at you too. He is currently standing over the command console, trying to do something to the console. You're not sure what, but his hand is on it. Arcane energy is flowing from his hand into the console and back. as he shakes the captain vigorously with his other arm. Give us the code. The captain spits in his face one last time. Computer. Engage authorization transfer protocol. Senior officer on deck. Confirm. And he slumps dead in the Vex arms. The system computer takes a moment to process this command and then chirps happily. Command recognized. Welcome, crew of the hero's journey. And you realize that he has assigned control of this to you fucks. So the consoles have gone from their red alert status to a blank starter screen asking for login information. It's not the one that he was working on. That console has snapped dead. This is the one, the engineering console on the other side of the hole in the wall. But just as all of this has happened, you hear that raging boom again, and the gunfire on the other side of the access hatch falls silent. And then another figure strides through the hatchway. 7'5", clad head to toe in metal armor that at once evokes bowling balls and Egyptian gods, strides a humanoid in kind of a golden power armor, where one arm is completely replaced with a massive fuck-off blaster. You can tell that she's not with them. You can tell this because, well, she's just got done wiping the same color of goop off of them as they bleed. Striding forward, she points past all of you and fires off a salvo at the Invec captain. And you have now been joined in battle by this nameless hunter. You can see she's clearly not on their side and is not interested in taking prisoners either.
I like her.
All right. Now that all of that has happened, Valerie, you're on initiative. There are 4 black flag bags active in the room, and the Invec captain is trading pot shots with this weird-ass hunter.
All right. All right. So I trust the specialist to take care of the small fries. I'm noted for taking down single targets with big damage, so I'm gonna. Hey, Invec, I got you a code. I shout in native code as I line up a shot on him. He's active in combat, yes or no?
Yeah, no, he's actively participating in the combat now.
Cool, so I don't really manage there. So I'm gonna shoot at the Invec captain. That is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck, okay.
Alright, so... Shit.
We're doing double your hit dice on this one, or double your damage dice on this one, and I don't have the D100 table for crits, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I can pull it up if you want.
If you can send me the PDF, that'd be swell. Otherwise, just if you can reference it really fast, I wouldn't be averse.
Yeah, I can reference it if you want to do that. I just got to get up a web browser.
One question, is that Vex humanoid?
No, it is a. Well, actually, it is classified as humanoid / Vex. So yeah, it's a humanoid for the purpose of this.
Hell yeah, with the bonus 2 damage.
Do you want to do the double damage or do you want to do the crit chart?
Isn't it double damage and maybe the crit chart?
Yeah, it's not double damage, it's double hit.
Yeah,
So I think
double
it's,
hit die. The
14.
damage die.
So...
Is that your D100 roll or your damage roll?
Oh, I get a D100 roll? That
If
was
you
my
want
damage
to.
roll.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
Sure, I would like to try this. I'll throw the crit die a chance. I'll D100 roll that. I got a 20. Oh, or was that a 2? Was that a 2 or a 20? It's a 2. I got a 2.
Ironically, they're not that different, but there is a slight difference here. For a 2 on a critical hit, target is pushed back 5 feet.
Alright.
I will
So,
keep that tapped.
alright. Do I still double my damage dice, or is it just a flat 14?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and double your damage dice.
Alright, so that's... 24 plus 2, so that's 26 damage.
All right. So
Real quick, I just want to apologize. I realized I've been screaming into the microphone because I've been excited so long this afternoon.
Nice.
that's great.
Apologies.
You're well.
That's okay. All right. Willow, you're up.
All right. So they still haven't seen me, right?
So, I'm sorry. Repeat that.
No one's seen me yet, right? I'm still stealth.
Yeah. So far, you have not been noticed.
All right. In stealth, is there anybody adjacent to the big guy?
Everyone else.
There is one bandit within 5 feet of him, but the rest of them are past him.
Okay.
Bombs are
Would I be able to
Never
get to the big guy
Bombs
with
are
my full move?
I'm terrified.
You would have to. I mean, yeah, you could with your movement. You could. Yeah, you can.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to. Willow's going to just like hug the wall, kind of run a little bit, just along and just using the shadows, and then just like jump like out, like surprise deck, and just take. In one hand, she's got a crackling sort of like black and red energy blade, short sword, and the other she's got a swarm pistol. As she just like leaps in the air, she comes down with the actual like blade and just is gonna try and jam it into his clavicle from above to just sneak attack him.
Is that the big guy or just one of the mooks?
Big guy.
Oof.
Because I'm still stealth, I have advantage on this roll.
All right, roll to hit.
I think that is a. It's a 12.
Okay. The 12 is not going to get it, but he now knows you are there.
Oh shit. Like. Oh. Hello. Sticks, and with her action, she's going to stick the swarm pistol in his face, like, hi there. And now I'm gonna just like unload on him. Just like point blank in the face.
Is that your bonus action shot?
Bonus action was just the offhand stab. And the shot is going to be the action because I think only melee can be bonus actions for dual wielding.
No, I think you can dual wield with a range
No, it's
weapon.
just your
with a
offhand.
one-hand. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I
If
guess
it's a
then I
light
can.
weapon, it's an offhand.
Oh, all right.
But you have disadvantage if you shoot melee range, unless you have something special. I don't know.
Yeah, you would be at disadvantage for the pistol shot.
All right.
I mean, I'm sure
thinking-
that's fit for that, but
Yeah, I don't have anything for that. I'm just to do that.
That's okay.
I'm,
Go ahead and make your attack roll disadvantage.
all right, sure. I'll just try and plug him in the face. Ah, get the chart out. It's nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay.
I've got it ready. Let me
Alright.
know you're 100.
No, we're not doing the crit failure chart. However, I do need you to roll your damage.
Okay. Damage is
This can only be fun.
3d4 radiant damage. That's 7 radiant damage.
Okay. So you can see that the hole there behind where you tried to shoot is looking very hot and angry, and it's probably a really good idea to not miss a second time.
Oh, fuck. So her eyes are just wide and her ears kind of droop a little bit, like, fuck. And
Well, it's more of just like it's a fucking bridge window, like or a view screen. It's not really meant to take sustained small arms fire like that.
right.
It's on the inside.
So yeah, that's turn, unfortunately.
Watch the walls, Willow. It's
Okay.
not a T-Rex. It wasn't made with small arms in mind.
Keklos.
I will
Okay.
walk towards the big guy and say, I don't like you at all, and hit it with the halberd.
Straightforward. I respect that.
Yeah. That's a 16 to hit.
Hit.
So that 11 slashing damage.
Ah, okay.
Slashing, yeah.
He does take a pretty deep gouge in the armor, but he is still standing and not. He does not appear to be seriously injured, but you can definitely see you've taken a chunk or two out of him.
That's my turn.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so his turn. So everybody is apparently up in his face right now. He is not particularly happy about this development.
I didn't think you happy about that.
So yeah, he's got the hand that was holding on to the captain is just going to let go, and as he releases his grip, it's going to, like, the forearm is going to split open and reverse itself. The hand is disappearing in, and a massive, wickedly curved blade is going to appear on his arm, and he is going to splash at you, Caxaws, and you, Willow.
Lovely.
Oops. That was cockeyed. I'm going to reroll that. Okay, Caxaws, that's going to be an 18 to hit you.
That hits me.
Okay.
That's fair.
Pardon? Yeah, 18 to hit you. Did I get you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you will take 5 slashing damage from that. And make a Constitution saving throw. No, sorry, you're not a construct. Fuck that line. Alright, Willow? Yeah, no, you're...
I don't know if you technically classify as
Beggar.
bonus.
Oh, no, nat 20 on you, Willow. I
Oh
apologize.
dear. Yep, that hits. Definitely hits.
Okay, I'm not gonna roll D100 for this. Well, fuck it, you know what, I am too. But... 11.
11 for the D100.
Mm-hmm.
Low is good.
That's not too bad. Targets push back 15 feet.
Allah.
Okay, so... Yeah, he
You didn't
catches...
say that in the construct, so. You good?
He catches a solid hit with you, and that's 9 damage.
Flies back. Yeah, just flies back.
Yeah,
And is at 1 hit
throws you
point.
up against the back wall.
Yep, 1 hit point.
Yeah, so you are now out of range, and because you were moved against your will, you don't need to take a swing, or you don't need to take
Oh, thank goodness.
any opportunity attacks from any bad guys. Lucky
Oh,
you.
good.
But you are now bleeding up against the wall profusely next to where the hunter is standing. And now it's the hunter's turn to return fire. And going to miss, actually. He's going to take a shot with its blaster on his arm, and it's going to glance off the first time. But the second time... What?
I thought this was a she.
She? Yeah, she. I mean, it's not immediately clear, but there's something about the waistline that suggests possibly feminine.
The hunter surpassed gender.
It transcends the notion of gender. Yes. Okay,
Yes.
the second hit does connect, however. And that's going to... solid hit. That, for the information of us playing at home, is going to take 10 damage to the vest. He really did not like that. However, now it's all of the other Black Flag bugs' turn, and they're all going to take their turn and whip it on everybody. So I need... okay, so starting with the first one for Kala.
I'm still in 3/4 cover, aren't I?
Are you still behind cover?
I never moved out from behind.
You didn't move up? Are you even in line of sight then, or are you up there with the rest?
Remember, I had to get line of sight on the access hatch so I could use my hard light.
Oh no, that was a round ago. In that case, we'll start with Cactus. So Cac. Okay, and that's gonna be 21 to hit. Sorry. I'm guessing that hits.
Oh yeah, of course. 21, you said?
Yeah, 21. And that's going to be 4 radiant damage. And you notice while this stings, it doesn't sting as hard as it possibly could.
Well, it looks pretty bad. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
level 1, so yeah.
Alright, the second bandit is going to shoot at you, Valerie.
All right.
And that's going to be a 14 to hit.
That is on the dot.
Okay. Oh, you know what, actually? That's their melee attack. They have a +1 to dex. That's a 13. They missed. Sorry.
Oh.
You got lucky.
I got very lucky.
You did get very lucky. Feros, are you within line of sight of that doorway?
Yeah, probably.
All right. You'll get one too. That whiffs completely. They didn't even break 10 after the bonus. And the fourth one is also going to try and shoot you, and also misses horribly.
Beautiful.
So I don't know if they're just intimidated or if you just really look bigger than you are, but they both go flying over your shoulder for those shots. All right. That's all to everybody. Karos, you're up.
Yep. So, are any of them within 5 feet of each other?
Yeah, the bandits are all clustered within 5 feet of each other, and the Invex captain is within 5 feet of the guy furthest, I guess, to the right.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw a bomb in the middle of all the grunts.
Cool. What's the DC?
What about Willow?
Am I anywhere near them?
What about Willow?
Willow's not there. Willow is back against the other
that's
wall.
Right. 15.
Thank
Never mind. Never mind.
It's a dex saving throw anyways. So for the one that I hit, it'll just be a regular attack roll. For everything else, it is a DC 11.
Like Ice Knife?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, let's do this. Roll your to hit.
It's 21.
21 hit.
Yeah. So definitely hits.
Just remember, we're in a ship in outer space. If you blow off any part of the hull, we're kind of...
That's just fire.
I trust the specialist here.
It's 6 damage.
I'm not sure how
Took 6 damage for that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They are hurt but still standing.
It's just napalm. It's not gonna.
It's just nape, guys.
It's just napalm.
It's just gonna. It's not gonna hurt.
No.
Don't worry.
To be fair, it's napalm and not thermite, so we're good for the time being.
Yeah.
For the time being.
Just don't get any of it on you.
Wait, you see them too? You also see the time being?
Alright, so what's the dex save and what's the damage for the splash?
So it's a DC 11 dex save and it's half on success. No damage on. No, half on failed. No damage. Boom.
Okay. Okay, only one failed. So how much damage was it?
It was 6 damage for the full damage, so they'll take 3.
Okay. So the one guy that you hit, like initially, is now a burning puddle.
Yep.
Everyone else is singed and angry, but still very much alive.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All right, Karos, that's your turn.
Yep.
Kala, you're up.
Okay, so I need to be real specific because I'm going to be using my movement, my action, and my bonus action. Okay.
Cool beans.
So for my movement, I'm assuming I have to move forward out of my 3/4 cover, but I'm going to the closest control panel that the captain had. Huh?
Yeah, go on.
That the captain had opened up with his last order, and I'm going to use my action to take control of the ship, to punch in my credentials, to give any sort of vocal commands that need to be commanded to gain access to the ship.
Okay.
For my
So
bonus
that
action,
would be the piloting con over which is slumped the body of lieutenant driver.
is that up in melee range with everybody, or?
That is with like a 5-foot gap between where Willow was standing and that captain is 10 feet from there.
Okay, so I'm not within melee.
Not quite, but you're definitely in the front and definitely getting their attention.
Okay, no, that's perfectly fine because this works out the way I want it to. So yeah, I use my action to take control of the ship.
All right.
Sweet.
So it recognizes you as the new pilot.
New pilot, not new captain.
New pilot.
Okay. That's fine by me. For my bonus action, she literally points a finger towards the big bad and fires finger guns.
Finger guns. Fun stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Finger guns, cantrip. Bonus action, I believe it's a roll to hit.
So Kala is bisexual.
No. Kala is asexual.
Valid. I'm done. I just made associations with finger guns, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be a spell attack roll.
Yeah, you have to use your action to actually make the attack. I think you just get
No,
the
it's a
bonus
bonus
action to start.
No.
The bonus action to start it, and then you use your action to make the spell attack roll to actually fire.
Wait, really? That doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let
shit,
me read the description on that. 'cause
Cast
Right.
time is
that's
a
a new
bonus
spell.
action.
And then for the duration,
For the
you
duration, you can use your
It's
action,
1
okay.
minute long.
Okay, so
spell.
for the next 10 rounds, your action can be pew pew.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
No, I mean having it now means you'll be able to do it subsequent rounds. So
No,
like,
no.
Yeah.
That defeats the purpose of what I was going to do, and I can use that later. So
that's up to you.
yeah,
Fair.
if that's the case,
Here we
then
go. That's weird they have a cantrip with a duration of a minute like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really weird.
but
There's a bunch of cantrips like it in the Mage Hand press stuff.
They just
I
like
guess where you
minimum
use your bonus
cantrips.
to like warm up the spell and then your action to use it.
Yeah.
I guess.
okay. So if
All right,
that's how,
so
if that's how
Go
that
ahead.
plays, yeah. If that, I keep interrupting my own self. If that's how it's going to play out, then using her movement to get up to the control panel, take control of the ship, and then use the remainder of her movement, if I can, to get back behind 3/4 cover. If not, to get close as I can to our new hunter friend.
Okay. Yeah, so you would have used up your entire movement just to get up there from back behind where you were. You're clambering. It's like it's rough terrain going over the big blown hole in the wall. So that takes up more of your movement than normal. So yeah, by the time you got up front, you're kind of like out of movement. But that's okay because now it's Valerie's turn.
All right. Oh, jeez. So there's 3 mooks and a big bad.
There is 3 mooks and a big bad, and yeah,
Or is there 2 mooks and a puddle and a big bad?
there's 3 mooks, a puddle, and a big bad.
Okay.
There's still 3 mooks and one big bad.
Important distinction. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do something dumb. Okay. If I'm dual wielding, I can make an attack and bonus action attack, right? If I'm dual wielding melee weapons that are light.
Yeah, if they have the right qualifications for it. Is it a light offhand?
Yes, it's a light on both
Okay.
hands. They're both light weapons. All right, I'm going to drop my gun, but it's on a bandolier, so just like down to the side of me.
Mhm.
Pull the antimatter dagger, light up the claws. I go in. 1 mook, 2 mook. All right, so I'm gonna have to roll for that. I know. That's okay. Alright, now I'm gonna go for these claws.
So you should only really be able to activate one of those weapons at a time.
Oh wait, those take time to turn on?
Action use rules limit you to one draw per turn unless you have a rule that overrides that.
Okay.
Like I think it's the Jumper Rogue has like a thing, or no, there's a feat with Swarm Pit.
Yeah, Swarm Fighter.
The Swarm Fighter feat lets you swap 2 weapons at a time.
Okay.
So yeah, the base rules say you can only draw out 1 weapon at a time normally.
Alright, well, in that case, I'm not gonna worry about drawing those. I'm just gonna shoot a mook.
Shoot a mook, okay. Roll to hit.
Alright. 17 plus 5, that's 23 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Alright, and that's what, 2d8, right? Yeah. 2d8 plus 2, so... 10 damage?
10 damage?
Yeah. Yep.
Alright.
I'll go for whatever mook is closest to Willow, I guess. If that's...
That would be none of them, actually, but I'll let you have the leftmost one.
Because I got thrown back, right?
Yeah, he got thrown back. And, yeah, as you take your shot, he goes down screaming.
Nice.
Is
Oh,
that Wilhelm I just heard?
yeah, I just heard it too.
It sure was.
Okay.
What?
Also,
The little
Also,
screen was in the meeting.
also Val, the antimatter dagger is like thrown, right? It's a thrown property to it.
It didn't have it that I saw.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if you had it drawn, you could actually throw it as your bonus action. As long as it's light and it has a thrown property, if you're 2-weapon fighting, you can use that to just like chuck it.
I mean, I used daggers for a previous character, and the throwing was great, but antimatter
Right.
dagger doesn't have the thrown property.
Yeah. Darn. Oh well. I just saw that. So I just
Alright.
Okay. Will it turn?
And
Yep.
if I have movement, sorry.
No, I was going to say, go ahead, and you have time left.
Willow, how are you looking health-wise?
I have 1 hit point.
She's rough.
I'm gonna look at Willow, and I'm just gonna run over to Willow, and suddenly like these holographic red crosses like beam to life on my outfit. Like, hey, wait a second, I need to resolve this. And that's the end of my turn. If I take opportunity attack, I take opportunity attacks.
Does the doc take opportunity attacks?
No, they're not within melee range, so nobody can get to you from there. So she can move up and treat you if she needs to.
Cool beans. And that's the end of my turn because my action was already used to shoot people. So whoever's whoever's next.
That would
Alright,
be
so-
the one that's bleeding on the floor.
Yep.
Right, so Willow just looks just like laid back and like just slumped against the wall, and Val comes over. She's like, and just like I guess Val is just like crouching down to get ready to treat her, right? Okay, she's like, oh, good, you're here. Thank goodness. 1 second, and just like pulls her arm with the swarm pistol up, just like sets it on her shoulder, and just like fires with her shoulder as a brace.
That's perfect.
At the and she's gonna fire at the big guy again. And since Kazox is within 5 feet, that's technically still qualify as having advantage for like sneak attack. Well, I don't need advantage because I can just.
You have an ally within melee range of your target.
So does that mean I get advantage on the roll, or is it just like I can proc sneak attack if it hits?
I think that's a sneak attack if it hits thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have that in the class feature yet, do you? Just
I have sneak attack. I have sneak attack.
Okay.
All right. Let's just hope this hits. Plus 17.
Hit.
Nice. So that is 6 plus There's a single. Yeah. Okay, so that's 7 radiant damage to this guy, to the big guy.
Okay. You take off a goodly chunk of one part of his body plating. He is starting to leak hydraulic fluid pretty severely and spark, but he is still standing.
Okay, that's all I got.
Meanwhile, 2 of the mooks are on the ground. 2 of them are still standing and looking singed and mad about it.
Right. So I don't have any more attacks. So that's all I got.
Okay. Well, that was a good one. Actos, you're up.
So it looks like really beat up. Like it's worth taking a chance.
I mean, it's hard to say just how much more punishment this thing can take. It's already tougher than it looks. But you know, it's definitely seen better days, and it's definitely like a third of the robot it used to be.
Yeah. I'm pretty beat up.
Parts. I could use parts.
There's also 2 goons still standing and very cross-looking, just so you're keeping everybody on the plate there.
I will just like make myself big as I start to faintly glow and quickly regenerate my wounds as I lay hands on me and heal for 5 HP.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
It's magic. It's very magic. And that's my turn.
Okay. Well, the Invex captain is going to kind of look at you sort of annoyed, and is going to take a swing at you with that big-ass sword of his again.
Who is this again?
This is the Invex captain with the arm blade attachment.
Attacking who?
Texas.
I want that attack.
Oh, okay.
So... Okay, 23 to hit. I'm pretty sure he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hits for 6.
What? How much?
6 damage.
Oh, okay.
And then it's gonna try and push past you, and it will precipitate the opportunity attack, and it's gonna try and rush up and swing the blade at the hunter.
I will take the opportunity attack.
Okie dokie.
That's a 16 to hit.
That does connect. And he does not with the sword swing on the hunter, so he swings wildly as you hit him. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Almost 13 slashing damage.
13 slashing damage?
Yeah.
Oh, you stagger him badly. He is not looking so hot.
I'm also looking pretty bad.
So yeah, he actually like drops down to one knee momentarily before rising up again and turning around to look at you angrily. The other 2 bad guys are going to go ahead and take their shots now. And one of them is going to target Valerie again.
It's fine as long as I'm keeping Will from getting hit.
Thank you.
That's fine. It's an 11 on that phaser shot.
That is in the wall. Nope. AC is 14.
Okay. Great.
It just severs some hair as it whizzes past.
You
Yep,
bastard!
and the other guy clearly was like graduated top of his class from Stormtrooper Marksmanship Academy because he rolled a 7.
So he's like an expert at putting holes in the broadside of barns.
Yeah, they move behind, like they're moved behind the chair that was standing in the console there. Like they realize they may have fucked up here, and this was not the easy pick they were told they were going to get today.
I would like one of those people alive to interrogate. I say that out loud.
All right. So with that, now the hunter is going to tap on the arm gun, and you'll see that it actually changes shape a little bit, and the ambient glow coming off of the arcane lining in the cannon changes from yellow to purple as she brings up the cannon and fires a ion cannon shot direct in the face of this thing.
He's not going to be happy.
No, I would dare say not. With the 19, that's going to connect, and since he did actually try to get up in her face, he is within the short range of the scatter property for the ion cannon, which means instead of doing 2d6 radiant, it now does 2d8. Scatter guns are a fun new fact, or a fun new feature with Mage Hand Press and Dark Matter, where if a target is hit within the short range, like half of the primary range, it moves up a damage die. So you'll take 2d8 radiant damage from this shot. And that's actually going to not kill him, believe it or not, because it's going to be 4 damage. So fuck him. But he is very definitely on his last bolt. You're up.
All right, I'm gonna use my bonus action to remove some of the fuel from one of my bombs, so I can throw it and not hurt everybody next to the boss. And then
Okay.
I'll toss it at the boss.
Okay.
So I'm just dumping a ton of like reagents
You're
on
just
the ground. Just
dumping gasoline on the floor.
yeah,
God.
totally safe.
Aren't we in the middle
You're
of
cleaning up
napalm?
deck plates later.
Yes, specialist, you're on cleanup duty.
Yeah, of course.
Aren't we in the middle
18.
of on-burning napalm?
Could I drink that?
I mean,
I don't have the
Well,
thing
we-
that lets me make the bombs actually persist fire yet.
yeah, no, it's just flashes now. What was your 2 hit?
Okay.
18.
Oh, yeah, that lands.
I kind of figured. 12 damage?
All right, how do you win this?
Alright, so the bomb just sails straight into its chest, blows it up, shoving it like back into the view screen.
Take its extra route, and its limbs are still there?
No, its lips
Yeah,
get tossed off to the side.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say just
Very
the feet are
Bugs
left
Bunny.
dug into the deck plate.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Good. I never
He's got
liked
like
that guy.
those. He's got those General Grievous like claw feet that like lock into the deck plate when he walks, right? So his feet are still standing there, just like dug in like fucking hawk talons on a branch, and there's nothing left.
Oh no,
And
we
there's
need to defeat the
slightly
feet.
Oh no, he's been defeated.
He has suffered the agony of defeat.
Yes. However, there are still 2 goons standing. Kala, it's your turn. They look like they might be about to piss their spacesuit.
Well, I would hope so. I think. Where's my character?
You have finger guns hot.
No. I told you I didn't.
No, you did not do that. Okay.
No, I'm just looking, seeing what I've got though.
All right. You could make finger guns be hot with your bonus this turn and get your shot off.
You very well could.
Yeah.
Thanks for pouring hot oil over a man and incinerating for us.
I do my best.
Hang on, I need to see if this spell is another roll to hit or not.
I don't know another way to interpret that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this.
I don't know how to interpret that. I just explosive shit.
So I'm going to pop the shell out of my hand cannon and rack in a round of Ray of Frost.
Oh fuck.
Point it at Mook number 1.
Okay.
Shit.
So where's my?
Now it's
Freeze
like
ray.
a,
They're very dead.
like a 50s sci-fi gun now.
Have you ever seen Outlaw Star?
Maybe.
Okay, basically his was a bolt caster. Each shell was a different spell, and each different time he fired it, the shell itself was expended as the spell itself. And that's basically what I'm playing off of as an artificer. You yourself actually gave me the idea for the character.
Yeah.
So
Your spell slots are actually your spell slugs.
exactly. And I love it. So rolling for Ray of Frost. Oh shit.
Did you nat 20 again?
I nat 20.
Okay, well, go ahead and double your ice damage, and he is, I'll just tell you, gonna go flash frozen.
Wait.
I'll let you go.
First of all, you have to make a nice based pun.
Yeah, that's you.
Yes.
You
Well,
have to make an
okay.
ice-based pun or else crit doesn't work.
Okay,
That's how the game goes.
You have to make it, or Arnold Schwarzenegger will come and find you in your sleep.
No, we are not. Okay, that's fair. I thought you were going for something else because I was not about to make an Iceman cometh joke. If you want an ice-based pun, then Kala is actually known for calling out as her beliefs. Every time she takes an attack, or when she does take an attack to try and intimidate everyone, she'll call out, "Feel the icy touch of the void." So, yeah,
I like it.
that's what you're getting. So, if I'm just gonna kill him outright with
Tyler
2d8,
thinks he's
do I still
extra.
need to roll?
I mean, go ahead and just go ahead and roll your crit thing just to see what happens, because it could impact other things. And I'm pretty sure you're going to finish him off, but just to be safe, let's roll the damage.
I got you. All right, give me just a second. Where are my dice? There. Nope, that was my fucking cultures. Where are my D10? There. Sorry. Had to find my other D10.
You good?
So that is 75.
Oh, yeah, he's very dead.
Well, no. 75 on the 100
I was
is.
scared.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to keep up with everything, and you're losing me.
I'll try and not be so dry with my humor. I'm sorry.
It's not that it's dry, it's just this dry ice. I mean, Jesse,
Yeah.
75.
Mhm.
I use a follow-up attack.
Okay.
Do I do the exact same damage, or do I have to make another roll for goon number 2?
What does the text for that actually say? Like verbatim.
It says... Shit, I lost it. Where was it? 74? There it is. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That wasn't a secondary turn. 75 is roll all the attack's damage dice 3 times and add them together.
Well, okay then. So instead of doubling your dice, triple them.
Nice. So...
There's no kill like
Overkill? Yeah.
Overkill.
Overkill? This isn't a
Overkill.
game of kick the oath.
Can we turn this into another ice knife? Can this just explode and do damage to the other guy?
No, 'cause I
No,
wanna get
but you
that.
can freeze this guy like just. You can flash freeze this guy like T1000 and make him shatter into a billion goofy pieces. But just to be safe, you want to go ahead and roll those damage, because you could like roll one. And that would be really hilarious and embarrassing.
Yeah, but I rolled a total of 20.
Oh, great. Now he's supremely dead. You flash freeze him so hard that his ankles break off and he shatters into powder.
Then I point my gun at goon number 2 and try to intimidate. Oh, wait, no, that's an action, isn't it?
Yeah, intimidate is, but he is successfully intimidated at watching his friend get powdered. So your keen animal senses might smell urine here on the air. Valerie?
Alright. Gun falls to the side. Laser claws light up. I walk up
Yep.
to the last goon standing. If he's against the wall, I just want to shove him against the wall and just surrender now. You might live. And I want to intimidate him. Or unless if he's not against the wall, then I guess I don't. But like, just want to tell him,
Okay, you can roll to intimidate.
All right.
From her spot on the floor, Willow's gonna be like, "You really ought to listen to her. She's a doctor."
Let's see. Intimidation. I'm not in that. Okay, cool. That's a 21.
Ooh, he is definitely shaking. He is having a very hard time holding on to that gun, but he is still standing there, and he hasn't said anything.
Well,
And he hasn't dropped his weapon. He definitely looks afraid of you, in as much as you can read an expressionless mask.
you got 6 seconds, bud. And I'm just, I don't have an attack ready, so I just like on my next turn, I'm going to shove these in his face.
Yep, okay.
If he doesn't start by then.
I was going to say, Willow, you can see this drama playing out here. The guy that's being pinned against the wall is not showing signs that he's ready to surrender, but he's definitely looking on this very spooked side of Val and everything else that's happening in this day right now. What do you do?
Is there any way I could just sort of like non-lethally kind of just like use my sword pistol, just like fire one burst to cherry tap his helmet against the back and make it like knock him out?
You could try to go for some dual damage if you want to make a melee attack.
A melee or just with a sword pistol? Because I kind of want to just use the pistol to just force his head and just crack back against the hull and knock him out.
I mean, fuck it. Whatever. Go for it.
Okay. Just saying, if it's something I can't do, then I can't do it. I was just curious.
I was going to say, is normally you would pistol whip him and that would just be a melee attack, but you could just as easily use the pommel of your dark saber and do that way.
You know,
not have to worry about the roll, but
yeah. I'll just do that. I'll just sort of just like bolt up and smack him
that way you get
across
your
the face.
proficiency.
Yeah, all right. Natural 20.
Okay.
So that's not happening.
I mean,
No, it's the non-lethal that's not happening, if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't that immediately
I was
turn
going to say,
lethal?
yeah, you subdue the fuck out of him.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I don't roll damage. Do I roll damage or do I?
I mean, go ahead and roll your percentile because I want to see what happens.
Percentile for the okay, right. Where did I put it?
Looking at the chart, let me know which one.
I just
All right.
want to ask some questions of him.
Oh, I know.
47.
I'll give you a
47. You hit the target so hard it's frightened of you until your next
right up
turn.
against him.
So he's frightening
Hold
me
on.
until.
Say again, Sage.
Oh, don't worry about it.
You hit the target so hard it's frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Well, I mean,
If only it was
roll,
conscious.
go ahead and roll your damage for that cherry tap of yours.
All right. It's a total of 5 damage.
Okay, funny thing, he's actually still up. He's pants-pissingly scared of everybody in this room, but he's still awake, and he's still got his gun in his hand.
Okay, I'll just go for the offhand, trying to bludgeon him, I guess, with the butt of my gun.
Okay.
So just roll again, and what'll it be if
Yeah,
I
but
hit?
no proficiency.
No proficiency. All right. That's a 7. Doesn't hit. It's going to just like off the helmet.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. That one doesn't connect. I love all of you just like bullying this poor thing.
I'm giving him the opportunity. He can make the stop anytime he wants.
Yep.
Yeah, Caxos, the meat is ready.
Properly tenderized.
I will look very disappointed at the fact that it's actually not meat and it's like something I cannot eat. But I will swat at it with my halberd, like with the, like if I was trying to hit a fly, you know, with the.
Just the butt of it.
Yeah.
Please tell me you
I just imagine like you tried to like swat it like a fly swatter with the flat end of the axe.
Yeah, I mean.
The
yeah,
tables have turned.
so
Almost
with the
mean.
flat- I try to make it non-lethal.
To be fair, he did try to kill us.
Good try.
He
I
did.
mean,
He tried.
it's a 13 to hit.
I know he's just a four.
That does connect.
Because I'm actually doing the chance. But like, he
Yes
tried.
or no?
It hit, yes.
Oh, okay. It's 9
Oh,
non-lethal
it's gonna have a
bludgeoning,
final
I
word in
guess,
his belly.
damage.
Okay. Finally, this butthead crumbles to the ground, to the deck plate, unconscious, bleeding.
He's
but,
in my arms, kind of. So
Yeah, you can still like detect his heartbeat,
all right.
so you know you haven't killed him. But he is definitely unconscious, and the bridge is yours. We're off initiative.
Wait, we're out of initiative because there was one other.
We are
thing.
out of initiative.
Yeah, that was the last one. Unless, Faye already killed the boss.
Yeah.
Well, there was something that Kala was going to do.
Well, you can still do it. No.
That's part of the thing. Out of character, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Kala would not take any shit nor prisoners. She'd shoot him dead in the head, whether he's in your arms or not.
I'm going. She's gonna have to make a contested roll against me somehow, because I'm not letting him time my watch.
I mean, you're gonna have to like literally like take a bullet for this thing, if otherwise, because that wouldn't have been expected. I think. So.
Yeah, I'll take roll attack against my AC. Kala, do it. Red crosses are up. I'm not killing anybody right now.
But you're not the one killing him.
No, but she won't let you kill it either because she wants to interrogate him.
So this is for interrogation, not because of a medical, like a
Yeah,
what's the term I'm looking for? Not
no,
genetic
I'm-
condition?
God,
No Hippocratic oath.
No
Yeah.
Hippocratic oath. She's already
No.
shot multiple people.
Yeah.
I just want information now.
Yeah, maybe answer the question. But yeah, so you now have one unconscious Black Flag bandit. You have a very dusty, broken, burning bridge that could use a little tidying up. Kala has secured the pilot's console. The engineering station, the main engineering station, is offline, but anybody who has been in the back, who is everybody, actually would recognize that there was a backup engineering console in the app. And the gunner's station on the front left is also vacant and waiting for sign-in.
All right,
Okay.
Kala, take the pilot. Kronos, I'm sure you got the engineering skill. Make sure those engineers are online. I'll sit in the gunner's chair. Caxos, can you take our new guest and Willow to the med bay? Make sure they're getting taken care. They get taken care of, and if surgery needs to be done, get me in.
Will was about to say if anybody had forgot about, she was gonna be like, and I'll be here bleeding out on the floor. But no.
I'm gonna go sign in
we'll-
the gunner's
There's no
station.
med bay to speak of. However, there is a work table in the engineering section, or you could just put them on the kitchen table in the main quarters
Yeah,
area.
the kitchen table, of course.
Whether people listen to me or not, I sign into the gunner station after I've given those orders.
All right. So as Kala gets like to grips with this helm, she's going to realize that there is already an autopilot course laid in from Lieutenant Driver that was continuing on course to Kemet, and also would notice that there is an incoming comm request from Coalition Space Control on Kemet at the Idankar spaceport.
Okay. I'll leave the autopilot on and answer the call.
Okay. So you are greeted with the voice, but not face because somebody shot the view screen, of a young-sounding, slightly stressed, probably Avia Ra, judging from the accent. And they will introduce themselves as Captain Christina Aquilara. And they are requesting a status update after they received a distress call from the hero's journey.
I'm going to give my piloting credentials and respond situation normal after being boarded and attacked. Hostiles are dealt with, 1 captured, the rest KIA. Crew is still being accounted for.
Understood. Please report. Please report to the spaceport as initially directed, and we will meet you there and get you taken care of. Thank you. And she's going to close the comm.
Sweet. So my job is effectively handled by the autopilot. I'm going to go cover that last little fucker and make sure he's not going to do anything, unconscious or not. He is going to be constantly under guard.
That's fair, but if he dies before I get to him, you and I are gonna have words.
Well, that's the thing. I have most of the information you could probably ask out of him anyways. So the only reason I'm hesitating is simply out of common courtesy of your profession.
Well, thank you for the courtesy.
But once we're done, there's a shell going straight through his skull.
So you guys are about 5 minutes outside of the approach vector for the spaceport of Eden Car, and this is where we are going to conclude episode 1.
Nice.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
US,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and apologize for us dragging this out.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
I
to
had a
sleep.
sneaky suspicion how we're going to pull that out on me anyway.
No, it's fine. If it's, I mean, it doesn't have to be like at 4 for me. Straight. If we're in the middle of combat, we can drag it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty awake today, so. Woo.
Yeah, you guys kicked a lot of ass. Like,
Heck yeah.
I really had my doubts that I had this balanced properly for everybody, given what, you know, I let y'all have freebie feats, and that kind of tends to throw balance off a little bit, but I'm glad this worked out well, and I'm glad we didn't have a TPK in the first round.
Me too.
So I do have one quick question for you, Jesse.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this recording light on Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Has that been going the whole time?
Only since episode 1. We actually... Here, I'm going to go ahead and stop that now because we're done with the episode.
Dark Matter is copyright Mage Hand Press. Check them out at mfov.magehandpress.com and back the Kickstarter for Dark Matter Starter Kit at kickstarter.com. Sound effects by Sirenscape Online, the premier solution for your virtual tabletop RPG sound effects needs. $22 every other month gets you access to Sirenscape's library of hundreds of curated music and sound effect packages. From swords to spells to starships, if you need sound, you need Sirenscape Online. Check them out at sirenscape.com. Snickle Socks, if he appeared today, appears courtesy of Blazes and Bitches, creators of the Retroverse. Radical.